I'm back just a little bit early, but I've got everything ready to go. So, might as well get going, right? Let's see here. Get my chat popped out properly here. Hang on just a moment. There we go. Pop out. Answer to Mark on the questions he entered in the chat. Part of the service of doing the reveal is to tell you what variety you have, if you have them. That's part of why it takes me a week to 2 weeks to get them out to you, because I have to go through all the coins, attribute them, add new die numbers, make new flips, photograph the coins, a lot of different things that I do. And so that's part of the gig. It's part of the thing. Hey Jeff, I'll try to keep everything copacetic to the need of seeing what's going on. I have very little screen room these days because, well, I've got the Sherman, go, get out of here, move. He wants to sit on my feet, and I don't like that when I'm trying to work. Go, come on, go lay down, go. So anyway, here we go. There's Bill Crescent. There's, let's see, well, Jeff and Bill. I think Mark is here. I think Tim is here, but I'm not sure. There's Joe McBride. I go ahead and start getting the roll open. We're 3 minutes from being able to start. Then I've got 2 more reveals to do tomorrow before the auction comes up. I'll go ahead and start prying this open now. Man, I hope we find some goodies in this roll. Haven't really hit any really big coins in a 56D roll in a long time. So this would be a good one. First National Bank of Chicago. Should turn out to be a nice roll, I hope. Let's see. So far it looks like the coins are probably pretty nice. So let me turn over the first insert and get started. Coin number 1 here, Tim Morrell. What do you know? Hope Tim's in the office right now so he can watch. And here is the coin that was on the end. This looks like, well, it's definitely a little RPM, I do believe, and it looks like it could be RPM number 7. Not sure which one. No, it's not number 7. I don't know which one it is, but it is a nice little RPM. The mint mark is very close to the 5 of the date. That's a normal thing, though. I mean, placement of the exact placement of where the mint mark goes is not of importance back in this time period, as long as it's beneath the date and in front of the vest and inside the rim. Those were the requirements, pretty much. This coin turned out a little brownish looking, not so good, but it is a minor RPM, so we'll hold this out for Tim. Coin number 2 now. Coin number 2 goes to Levels of Madness, and Levels will pick out, this is an RPM number 7 right here, definitely RPM number 7. You have a D over D north. See if I can get it to show up. There it is. You can see the second D sticking up to the north. Definitely RPM number 7 there. Nice little RPM. I know I've got some photos of this, but I may need better photos, which would mean, well, new plate coin. Man, this one's got Larry fingerprints on it too. I hope Larry didn't get a hold of all these coins. Definitely a listed RPM. Let's try coin number 3. See what's happening with coin number 3, it's Sissy Atwell. Well, Sissy gets a not a variety coin. So big die scratch down from the G straight down to the south from the G. We'll continue to remember that marker. See that we get at least some repeats in here to show that it's not a refab roll. And now for coin number 4. Coin number 4 goes to Levels. Levels of Madness picks himself up RPM number 7. Well, there's a second one of those now in the roll. It's RPM 7, D over D north. You can even see the doubling of the lower serif. Nice looking one. So RPM number 7 is not accompanied with any double dies, but we'll check the reverse of this one just in case, to not really check for double dies, but to be looking for any other error issues that might be happening here. I don't see anything. So I'll move on to coin number 5. Coin number 5 now, Jim Fletcher. Jim Fletcher. It's this coin, and this one is not a variety. Not seeing anything there. So let's move on to coin number 6 now. Coin number 6 to Paul Hampton. Let's see what coin number 6 has. Coin number 6 is the same as coin number 1. It's a minor double die. Shows mostly in the upper serif, and it is parked very close to the 5 of the date. There's a lot of fingerprints going on in this roll. It can definitely be the case when the people at the bank got greasy fingers when they're dealing with the coins. It doesn't mean it's a rewrapped roll just because you have fingerprints. Everybody has fingers, and if anybody fingers through the coins with dirty fingers, then, well, they're going to get fingerprints. It's an unfortunate part to some bank wrapped rolls. Here's Yomango. Yoman gets another one of those RPMs. I'm noticing that it's the same die going back again and again because of that die scratch headed into the top of the 1, from the best to the top of the 1. So we have a third example of that minor RPM. I do believe that's going to be one that will be listable because it does show up rather apparently. It's the ones that are more difficult to detect that I have trouble with. Now Mr. Worley gets coin number 8. And this is another one. This could be a different die. I could have two different minor RPMs going on here, because this one doesn't have the die scratch in front of the 1, but it does have a very similar spread to that coin. So we may have a different die here. Different minor die. And there's Wanda. There's Mr. Worley. Mr. Worley approves. Got himself a nice little RPM. We'll get that figured out, get a die number on it for you before we ship it out. It's part of the service that I do with these coins that I go through. So I make sure I get a good die number on every coin that goes out of here that is a variety. If it happens to be a new one, I'll annotate that it is a new one. If it happens to be used on copper coins, in the photography on copper coins, then I'll annotate that too. This is another one of them. It's actually, I mean, it could be two different dies, but it's a minor RPM with an upper split serif. So I'm just going to stick all those in one pile together until I go back through the roll. When I go back through the roll, I will make sure to pull them apart. That's for John Brandon Bow. That's coin number 9. Now coin number 10. Jim Fletcher. This one is a normal coin. Normal coin. No doubling. Ayo, Thomas. Oops. There we go. Coin number 11 now. Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn gets coin number 11. Let's take a look at it. And this is another one of our minor RPMs. You can see that both serifs are split. And this is the one with the die scratch going into the one. So there are two different dies that we're dealing with here. So we have two different rather minor RPMs, and then we have RPM number 7. I kind of wish it were RPM number 8. RPM 8 is a fantastic RPM. Alright, move on to coin number 12. Mark gets coin number 12, and coin number 12 hopefully is an RPM. It is, RPM number 7. D over D North. Here, I'll zoom in so you guys can see this one. I turn the coin around so the shadows are facing the right direction. You can see that there is a D protruding out of the primary mint mark to the north, almost touching the 5 in the date. That's RPM number 7. And take a look for anything else on this one that needs discussion. I only see a nice looking coin there, and that's it. So it's a very nice RPM number 7. Now number 13. Number 13, Adam Chambers. Number 13 is not an RPM. Not an RPM. It is not a doubled eyelid. And no doubling anywhere else. So that's going to be a regular coin there for Adam. So lucky coin number 13. Now coin number 14, Thomas, who is currently in the audience. Let's see what he gets. And Thomas picks up an RPM number 7. There you go, TT. Those RPM number 7s are actually kind of cool. They're $10 to $12 coins in nice BU condition. That's about what these are, anywhere between $8 and $12 value per coin. Here's Jim Fletcher. The others are between $5 and $8 thereabouts. Okay, we've got a normal coin there. No other doubling. Now coin number 16, Mr. Worley again. Well, I see if Mr. Worley gets lucky his second pass through. And the answer to that would be no. Unfortunately, we have a normal coin here. And that's coin number 16, now 17. Coin number 17, Mike Byers, or not Mike Byers, Mike Birchman. Eric Byer, Mike Birchman. That's how that works. Yeah, Mike got himself a normal coin out of this particular pull. Oh, Jessica. And we got nothing going on there. Let me take a look at the reverse real quick. See if there's anything we need to be discussing on the reverse of this coin. And I don't necessarily see anything here. Jeff Dunn, the answer is yes. You can have an RPM, DDO, and DDR on the same coin. Double dies are produced singly. So you have a DDO and or a DDR, and they can be interchanged to where you can actually have them, each of them can be paired with another hub double die or be paired with a normal die. This is something that happened. That's a double die lid right there. It's a double die lid. So we now have a double die lid for this roll. Oh, Donna. And so, because double die obverses and reverses are produced in the same manner, they can be paired together. And on any double die obverse, when the mint mark was punched into that die, it could be double punched, which would make an RPM. So, if luck has it, you can have a double die obverse paired with a double die reverse, and the double die obverse can also have a repunch mint mark. Let's see what we have here. There's another one of our minor RPMs. This is the one with the die scratch into the top of the one. We've got a lot of goodies coming out of this roll. Rather minor ones, but still goodies nonetheless. And coin number 20, Levels. Levels of Madness gets himself an RPM 7. Hello, Sir Gold. So we have another RPM 7. That makes probably 8 or 9 of them for the roll so far. And this one belongs to Levels of Madness. So you look at coin number 21 now, Sir Egg. Yeah, it's coin number 21, and coin number 21 is this minor RPM, which is the other minor RPM die. We can see that it has a split in the upper and a very small split in the lower. So this one's kind of minor, but we're going to keep them out anyway, just to see if we run into the possibility of being able to list this, or that it may already be listed, and that we'll have a successful die number for it. That's coin number 21. And move on now to coin number 22. 22 goes to Mr. Worley. Did I just... No. Mr. Worley was a couple of coins back. So I didn't just duplicate name back to back. And this one is not an RPM. It is... appears to be a double eyelid. That one appears to be a double eyelid. I'm going to pull it out. It may be a double eyelid, and it may not be. And okay. So we're going to put this in a holder and stick it in the pile with the other double eyelid. I don't think they're the same die. And now this. Oddly enough, this flip insert had 24 printed on it, as did the one behind it. So I just changed it to a 3. So now we have coin number 23, Adam Chambers. And coin number 23 is this one, which is not an RPM. It's the lesser of the two doubled eyelids. Matches the last coin I pulled. And it has no doubling elsewhere. And I'll put it in with the other doubled eyelids up here. Now we got coin number 24, Yeoman. Yeoman, coin number 24. This one is not an RPM. So I'm going to check the eyelid. And we have a doubled eyelid. There's another doubled eyelid. After I get finished here, I think I'm going to go back through the normal coins prior to number 24 and see if I can pull out any other doubled eyelids. I don't know for sure that I caught all the doubled eyelids in the beginning part of the roll. So I'll go back through and I'll look for them before we finish up here. We're running a little ahead of time, because I'm not looking at all the reverses. This one looks like it's a normal. So this one's a normal coin. That's for Mr. McBride. And coin number 26 goes to Farm Dog. 26 to Mr. Farm Dog is not a double die, not an RPM that I can see. No. No hub doubling. Now coin number 27 goes to Deanne. Deanne will pick up this doubled eyelid. Nice one. Got doubled eyelids and RPMs popping up everywhere through this roll. Very nice roll. Good evening, Natural Tendencies. That's coin number 27. It's going to go in the eyelid pile. Now coin number 28, Joe McBride. 28 for Joe McBride. Looks like not an RPM. Let's see if it's a doubled eyelid. And not a doubled eyelid. I don't think. No, it's not. So it turns out to be one of the normal ones. Check out the reverse real quick. Now coin number 29 goes to Yeoman. Let's see what Yeoman pulls. Boy, I suddenly run out of RPMs, don't I? Went from RPMs to doubled eyelids. This one's not a doubled eyelid. Not an RPM, not a double die. Now coin number 30. Coin number 30 is, well, it's not an RPM. Not a doubled eyelid either. Ah, very nice. Got to go to the Biltmore. I like the Biltmore. It's an interesting place. They probably had snow on the ground this time of year. Tim Morrell. Tim Morrell gets not an RPM, and it is not a doubled eyelid either. Snowed twice while you were up there. That's nice. That's cool. Be able to go up and enjoy a little bit of snow and then go back home. That's the way I like snow, when I can go visit it. DN here. I want to go up near Boone, go snow skiing. And that is a double eyelid. Sometimes not as easy to see as other times, but this is definitely a double eyelid. And so this one's for DN. Now coin number 33, Jeff Dunn. Mr. Jeff, yeah, looks like we got you. Not an RPM. And not a double eyelid either. Well, sorry about that. Well, this last half of the roll, we're not getting as many doubled eyelids or anything as we were in the first half of the roll. First half of the roll was a real good push. This one's a minor, looks like it might be a minor doubled eyelid. I think it is. So I'll pull it out with the others. I always check everything again. So we will see. For sure, we will see. That's for Mark. Now coin number 35. Coin number 35 is John Brandon Bow. John Brandon Bow gets, well, it's not an RPM. It is a double eyelid and one of the nice ones. So there's that. Now coin number 36. Coin number 36 is Tim Morrell again. Timothy, here you go. What do we got? Well, it's not an RPM. And it's not a doubled eyelid. So unfortunately we have another normal coin here. And that's coin number 36. Now coin number 37 goes to Sureg. Not an RPM, but I do believe this could be... Nope, not a doubled eyelid. I thought it might be one of the doubled eyelids, but it does not appear to be. Oh for 6? Gosh, Tim. Are you sure? 0 for 6? Well, we might change that because I still have to go through that first half of the roll. And all 3 of Jim's coins are in that, but I don't see any of yours in there. I think you got yourself a double dyer in RPM and didn't notice it. We'll go back and find out close to the end. Oh, this one is one of the RPMs, so who does it belong to? Thomas. Thomas gets one of our minor RPMs. You can see the split in the upper serif there. This is the one that has the heavy die scratch to the top of the 1 of the date. Now number 39 goes to Wanda. And Wanda will pick up another one of our minor RPMs. This is the other minor RPM. This is the one that shows pretty well on the upper and lower. So there's that. And now number 40. Number 40 is Paul Hampton. And Paul Hampton will get another one of our minor RPMs. There we go, getting back into them toward the end of the roll here. Sorry to scratch my eye. Alright. That's one of those actions that you do. You don't want to be doing anything else while you're doing it, so you stop everything and just scratch your eye until it feels better, and then you move on. So here is another normal. Well, it's a dement marker's normal. Let's see if it's a double eyelid, and it's not. No, it's not a double eyelid. Sometimes those double eyelids can be hard to detect. And the ones that are really hard to detect, I'm probably going to stop listing them. It's only going to be the nicer ones that I'll bother listing. Surag now, is we have an ever-expanding list of dye varieties, and some of them are good ones and some of them are just, well, not. And the ones that are not are ones that are earlier dye state items that, well, once that dye starts to get some wear on it, the dye variety kind of just goes away. And I don't like listing ones like that. I like listing ones that you can find in any dye state, and that when you do find one, you know you have one. You know you got something. Here's Mark. Coin number 43. And coin number 43 is not an RPM. It's not a doubled eyelid. Nothing there for coin number 44 now. Well, Mike again. Mike Birchman. Let's see what he gets here. Not an RPM, but it is a doubled eyelid. There you go. So a nice little doubled eyelid. Mike Birchman gets one of those. Now coin number 45. Coin number 45 goes to Wanda. And Wanda will get one of our minor repunch mint marks. There's that. No doubled eyelid though. And we've got a spot on that one. And there we go. Wanda gets that. Now number 46. All right, 46 goes to Farm Dog. And Farm Dog gets not an RPM and not a doubled eyelid. So it is going to turn out to be a normal coin. That one goes to Farm Dog. Now coin number 47. Coin 47 goes to Bullhampton. And Bullhampton, no RPM. No doubled eyelid either. So that one goes to Mr. Hampton. Now coin number 48, Deanne. And coin number 48 appears not to be a repunch mint mark, nor is it a doubled eyelid, unfortunately. This one gets to go on the pile with the normal coins. Next to last, coin number 49 goes to Sissy Atwell. Sissy will pick up this coin right here. And it is not one of our repunch mint marks. Is it possibly a doubled eyelid? Yes, it is. It's one of our doubled eyelids. So I'll take this and put it in the doubled eyelid pile for Sissy Atwell. Yeah, there's only a few different rolls in here, or a few different dies in here, Joe. They're not hard to pick one from the other, and I'm not bothering with the reverses because, well, there just aren't any reported double dies for the reverses of 56, 57, or 58 D Lincoln cents. And you know that there have been tens of thousands of rolls checked. So I would just be adding to that number of rolls checked. I mean, I'll look through the reverse side once in a while, but there's not a reason in going overboard about it. So there we go. So that's a normal one. Now let's look back through 1 through 17, the normal coins, before we discovered that we had doubled eyelids in here, so I can look for, well, doubled eyelids. Alright. Well, that was coin number 3 for Sissy Atwell. It is normal. Now coin number 5 for Jim Fletcher. And that one is normal. Now coin number 10 for Jim Fletcher. That one is a normal. Now number 13 for Adam Chambers. That one is normal. Now number 15 for Jim Fletcher. There's another normal one. Number 16. Unfortunately, Jim Fletcher pulled a 0 for 3 out of this roll. This one goes to Jim Worley, and it is normal. Now Mike Birchman, coin number 17, the last coin I looked at before I realized that there were doubled eyelids, and what do you know? Well, this one's a doubled eyelid. So we changed our fate in finding one coin in this roll. And so that goes in the doubled eyelid pile. And so here's what we have. For the, we've got well over half the roll is doubled dies or RPMs. Now these are the minor RPMs. Minor split serif RPMs. We've got a 45, 41, 40, 39, 38, 21, 19, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 1. Those coins belong to Tim Morrell, Paul Hampton, Yeoman, James Worley, John Brandon Bowe, Jeff Dunn, Mike Birchman, Sureg, Thomas, Wanda, Paul, Jeff Dunn, and Wanda. Now for RPM number 7, just a few of those. We have coins numbered 20, 14, 12, 4, and 2. And those go to Levels, Mark, Thomas, and Levels. Well, you know, Levels got all 3 of his coins were RPM number 7. A lopsided roll. And then doubled eyelids. We have doubled eyelids for coins numbered 17, 49, 44, 35, 34, 32, 27, 24, 23, 22, and 18. And those go to Farm Dog, Mr. Worley, Adam Chambers, Yeoman, Deanne, Mark, John Brandon Bowe, Mike, Sissy, and Mike Birchman. So that's what we've got. We got minor RPMs. We've got RPM number 7. And then we have doubled eyelids to number a grand total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 coins out of the roll. So 29 coins were die varieties, 21 coins were not die varieties, so we're batting better than 50% on those. And that's what we have. That's it. And this was the last show for tonight. I'm going to pack everything up and get ready to go to bed here. But we will have 2 shows tomorrow. I believe it's only 2. Maybe it's 3. What did I just do? I just did 241. I've got 242 and 243. So I've got 2 other shows to do tomorrow. A 51D roll and a 53D roll. The 51D roll, I may have to figure something else out for it. I think I've got a 51D roll to go through, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll take a look. But the 53D roll I definitely have sitting right here. So much appreciated, you guys, and come join me tomorrow. And don't forget that I do have the auction come up at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, but I will not be doing any reveals at the auction tomorrow. I won't be selling any reveals at the auction tomorrow. I have to get caught up on what I've got going on first. And I have a lot here. I've got well over 200 reveal coins that I need to get finished up and sent out. So, alright folks, I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.